Welcome back, everybody, to this episode of the High Quality Podcast. I, as always, am your host, the new guy, and I am, as always, joined by my esteemed co-host, RH Man. Hello, RH Man.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going delightful. I feel like I've said this every single time. It's going delightful because today we are joined by genuinely someone who I have wanted to talk to in the podcast format for a long time, even all the way back in season 1. Please put your hands together for the one, the only M, lowercase t, capital H.
Woo!
Yeah,
that's me.
What's it stand
that's
for?
me.
What does it stand for?
What's it stand for? There's been many theories.
It's not Manic the Hedgehog. I know that much.
It's
not.
It wouldn't be Manic the Hedgehog. It would be Manic, all caps Manic, lowercase the all caps Hog. Which is a reference to Sonic Inflation Adventure 2, I think, or in the court case, and it says that. Anyway.
That's great.
I don't know. There's been a lot of theories over the years. One of the more recent theories was My Tiny Horse. So that's a good one.
You can at some point, like, you can retcon it to whatever you want. Like, you can just pick out the best one.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that what you did? I feel like both of you have been somewhat intentionally obscure about what your letterisms stand for.
I'm pretty sure RH stands for reasonable and humble.
No.
Oh, clearly, yeah. No, true. No, I'm not even gonna lie. I think I completely copied you in terms of keeping it. I did not need to keep it secret at all, and it doesn't mean anything that's like even that interesting. But I decided to hide it for no reason.
That's fun. No, the mystery is fun, you know.
Exactly. The mystery is funny, and I think that's a good reason to keep up the bit.
Wait, I will bleep it out, but yours does mean.
Yes, and it's
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But if someone asks you, will you still say that you won't say what it is?
If they get it right, then I'll say what it is.
Okay.
People just don't ask because I think they think it means. I think too many people know my actual name, so then they think it's my actual name.
Right.
But it's not.
Yeah. And MtH, you're still not willing to tell all about what it really is, or is it not?
Well, I mean, it's obviously the hedgehog. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
It's actually, in a roundabout way, it could be, but it's actually not. But at the time I made it, it was not.
It was not about the hedgehog?
It was not the hedgehog. So there you go.
All right, we have to go back. Okay, I have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the hog.
Well, yeah, it could be. You never know.
Well, maybe we'll find out slowly. Well, now I'm wondering, and maybe I asked him this all those years ago, but Shonix TH is definitely the hedgehog, right? It must be.
Well, yeah.
Well,
it's Shonix.
That one's less mysterious.
Yeah, you should become RHTH.
I could do that. I could copy that. But now I have like kind of a weird ratio of H in my name.
Why not just RTH then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. RTH is not bad.
RTH. That's like ray tracing.
Oh, true.
It's like ray tracing. The H stands for high quality.
Yeah. I mean, it can do whatever
perhaps?
I want. It's kind of freestyle it.
MtH, welcome to the High Quality Podcast. It is a genuine honor to have you on here talking with me and my friend RH Man.
I am incredibly welcome, and I'm happy to be here.
Let's jump into it. Honestly, I think like usually I like to talk about more backgroundy stuff a good bit, but there's just so much I want to talk to you about in SiIva. So maybe we'll keep this on the shorter side, but let's talk about your background. Where'd you come from in terms of games and music and video game music from your youth?
Well, let's see.
Let's take it all the way back. Like first game you ever played.
Yeah. First game I ever played. Oh, I don't know about that.
You don't know your first game you ever played?
No, because I was probably 2 years old.
Wait, you were a gamer straight out of the womb.
Yeah. No, my dad grew up with an Amiga that he kept using like up until current day. He still plays that shit.
Even now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, like he has like newer, like I don't know what it's called, but like the newer fucking virtualized shit. But like Yeah, no, so I didn't really have any home consoles other than Amiga until like the Wii came out. So in that time growing up, because like I had my own computer at a very young age. So
Clutch.
growing up, I would just play games on emulators,
Mm.
which means that for a lot of series, I actually got to start with like the first entry in the series, whereas a lot of other people probably like jumped in at halfway and then went back to play the first game later.
Yeah.
But like I was just like, okay, Mario 1, okay, boom, and Sonic 1, okay, boom. So yeah, I don't know.
But how did you like? What do you remember? Like, what even? How did you even know to go play Mario 1? How did you even know to go play Sonic 1?
I probably the way I found out was probably through Flash games and shit.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Because you would hear about like Flash game sites. We had because I'm Dutch, so we
Right.
had Dutch sites. We had Spelen.nl and we had Speeleiland. Those are
Facts.
those were Flash game sites. No, they're great. I don't think they're up anymore, but or if they're up, they're like the fucking HTML5 slop shit. That's like whatever. But
Right.
yeah, and then we had Flash games on there, and you would just have categories or like adventure games, puzzle games, and whatever. So I just play stuff on there, and there's a lot of Sonic stuff on there. There's a lot of Mario stuff. Obviously, watching stuff on YouTube. Pokemon was on TV, so like
Mhm.
I kind of osmosed a lot of gaming stuff through that. I think, and then I think it was probably like 2004 or five. I got a DS.
Yeah. And that'll do it.
Yes.
DS, kind of one of the best consoles still to this day.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I remember the only game I had at the time was Rayman DS.
Rayman
So
DS.
Yeah, it's just Rayman 2 on DS.
Okay. Yeah.
That was one of my first games. I really wanted Sonic, so my dad got me Sonic Adventure DX for PC, and he got me a legally acquired copy of Sonic Mega Collection for PC as well, which I didn't really do
Nice.
that much with because I already played all those games on emulator. But yeah, and it was through emulator stuff as well that I got to play like a lot of ROM hacks and stuff back in the day,
Wow.
which is very interesting. If you play ROM hacks, you know about ROM hacks. You're like, I want to make my own ROM hack. I want to make Sonic Green or whatever, and you find out how to do that. And that's kind of from there is kind of where I got into more like the inner workings of games and shit, and that eventually down the line ended up spiraling into what if I edit the music?
Right. Well, so hold on. Did you make a ROM hack?
Not really, like nothing substantial, but I would like look at all the tools and look at all the other ROM hacks out there and be like, oh, that's how you use it, and like
I see. You like learned about how it works.
yeah. So I fucked around with a lot of stuff. Yeah.
You never put anything out though?
No, I didn't.
Damn, that would have been so
That would have
cool.
been a cool drop.
We could go download the MtH Sonic. Yeah,
I
right?
probably have a bunch of like fucking around like stuff where I like changed the name on the title screen or something.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Like imported a sprite from some other game. Or
Small edits, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's good to hear that it's kind of where your curiosity with games and editing games kind of stemmed.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Yeah.
heard anyone else be like, "Yeah, I got into like modifying games, and that's how I got into actually modifying the music."
Yeah, and the thing about that is that I was doing that like way before SiIva shit. Like,
Yeah,
I was
I figured.
fucking with, I was messing around with like VGM trends and like GBA Muzz Riper and stuff. I say Riper because that's how the original one is spelled.
Is it really?
That's funny.
So those tools have been around for equally as long. Then I assume. Like, how did you find those tools? Just from the same like ROM hacking?
Yeah, just
community
looking
stuff?
for like how like rip sprites and stuff from games, like sounds and music.
Wow.
Like VGM Trans, I think is from like 2009 or something.
It has been like forked and updated since then. I assume, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
many
okay.
times, and by our own folks as well.
Can you imagine if SiIvaGunner like kind of collectively was operating on a piece of software from 2009?
We kind of are with ISSE, but that's I think that's actually unchanged.
Dude, you don't want to hear about Sega Saturn ripping, which I don't think anyone else on the team really does besides me. But the tools for that, like the last time they worked on those was like 2002 or something, and they're like unfinished, like So some of them are open source, some of them are closed source, and like I don't know, it's all messy, and you have to do a lot of manual fixing with shit.
Wow.
Oh wow, yeah.
Just a lot of stuff is just not supported.
And then real quick, what games do you play now? Do you still play games now?
Yeah, I still play games. Though I usually when I'm like, oh, I want to play something, I end up like replaying something old.
What's your favorite game?
I like to go back to my favorite game. Has to be Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, sure.
Just in general.
Uh-huh.
I also love Portal. I also love Minecraft.
Classic.
That's kind of in terms of games that have really stuck with me, or that I like to actually go back to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Been playing Balatro recently.
There you go. There you go.
Love Balatro.
Now you're squeaking my language.
Shout out to Minecraft griefing team.
Yeah, shout out to the boys.
What the hell is Minecraft griefing team?
Don't worry about it. We had a
we would never go
podcast.
grief servers. That's like really mean.
No, that's
We would never
crazy.
do that.
That's crazy.
No way.
I watched a lot of Team AVO growing up. So.
Yeah, it's kind of.
What is that?
They're a like really infamous Minecraft griefing team.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so you're saying a term I've never heard before.
Oh.
A griefing team?
When you grief someone in a video game.
No, this I know. I know what griefing is.
Okay.
I've never heard of a griefing team.
Yeah, well, this is where you get a bunch of people on there to mess with people.
It's like raiding a Discord server, but in Minecraft.
In a coordinated fashion. Yeah, exactly. Except instead of raiding a Discord server and then instantly getting banned, you go and you go destroy people's houses as a collective. So it's fun.
And you guys did this together with other people?
No, we would never do that.
No, we would not. It's a bit fucked up. I don't know. I don't know if anyone would do that. But yeah. Even with Minecraft, I was getting into Minecraft modding like pretty early.
Yeah,
and that was really fun.
Is there? I just want there to be like a published mod that you have made that I can go download and play, even if it's just a title screen swap. But you're telling me it doesn't exist.
Do
you have a Scratch account?
Really.
You don't have anything. You don't have anything on Game Banana?
Friday Night Funkin'.
I have yeah. You can get Friday Night Funkin' shit on the game, but I don't know. I'll look at stuff. There were like 2 Sonic fan games I made for a thing called Rage, which is if you know about Sage, the Sonic Amateur Games Expo, there's a joke version of that they do called the Really Amateur Games Expo, where you have like a week to make something. It's like a little shitpost jam. I did stuff for that like twice.
Right.
One of them is called Sonic Jam Session. It's a rhythm game where you have one button and all the songs are Green Hill Zone, and the other one is Sonic's Quest for Breakfast, which I don't know, just kind of there.
Those both sound like things that I would want to see.
Yeah.
Well, cool. And then so you said that like doing your ROM hacking stuff, learning about all that was kind of how you eventually got into like working on music. Had you ever done any other kind of music stuff before any of that, or has it always been like music in the context of games?
Well, music's always been a part of my life. My parents were both really into different kinds of music.
Okay, like what?
My dad's really into like jazz stuff and funk, and my mom was more into hip hop and pop kind of stuff, and like big Daft Punk fan as well.
Cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I know a lot of other people in these communities, especially people who come from a mashup background, probably grew up with like DJ Hero, and I think that's really cool. I didn't, but I did grow up with like Stepmania.
Oh, Stepmania is so good as a bridge.
I played the fuck out of that.
Wait, which one? What is the difference between Stepmania and DDR?
It's a different version.
Okay, yeah, totally. No, awesome. Yeah,
it's like the same concept, but it's a free. It's a DDR clone basically, but it was like open. It was like one of the first very heavily moddable kind of rhythm game experiences in that sense, I think.
Okay.
Or at least that got big.
Why did you pop off about that, RH man? What do you know about Stepmania?
I think like Stepmania and like maybe is it Clone Hero or like those ones that are kind of just rhythm games. Clone Hero is kind of just like Guitar Hero, but like you can put a bunch of different stuff in it from online. I feel like that has like a lot of people. Like I feel like a lot of people in SiIva know about Stepmania and know about Clone Hero because it's like, it allows you to
Definitely.
do custom charts and allows you to play any song.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because my dad also made music
Oh.
back in the day. He had a band and everything, but he also made music on his own, and he would do it on the Amiga, like in a tracker, like old school.
What?
Whoa.
Dude, that's cool as shit. That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know how to use a tracker? Did he pass down that knowledge?
I think he did at the time, and I probably forgot it, and then I got into it.
That is really cool, though.
Is his music anywhere that I can listen to it?
Yes, but I don't know if
You don't want to share
I'm
it because
comfortable
it's so
sharing that
doxing.
right
Yeah,
now.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna for those listening at home, go on YouTube.com and search MtH Dad Amiga music, and you'll find it, and it's good.
I'm not sure if the Amiga music is up anywhere, but the other music is definitely up somewhere. Yeah, and the stuff he does now with he has some friends that he makes music with.
That's cool.
Yeah, and other than that, I got FL Studio. I think at the time the latest one was 8XXL. I think that was the latest version of FL Studio. I think at the time.
Which was what year roughly was that?
That would have been like 2010 or 2011, probably.
Okay, so that's hella. So why did you get it so early in life?
Because I wanted to make music.
Ah, okay.
I think I messed around with a few things. There was like some kind of MIDI editor I messed around with that, like, I forget what it's called. Something composer, and it had like this like sheet music type display instead of a piano roll. It was like kind of crazy. But I got FL because I wanted to like actually produce stuff with instruments. So what I would do back in the day was just like download MIDIs from VG Music and then slap Citrus on everything and be like, oh, Mario 64 Trance remix.
That's OG MIDI slaps.
Yeah.
And I know you're gonna ask; those are also not up anywhere, but I do still have them, so I could send.
Please, oh
Wait,
my
we can
god!
play them in the background.
Yes.
There was one I did that was like slider and like it was just a MIDI slap, but there's one thing I added at the start, which was like I just pitched Mario going yeah, like to the melody. I thought it'd be so cool.
It's vocal mix.
And I was like, whoa, I'm so proud of this. And it was just like, well, MIDI slap. It's really silly.
But I mean, look, everyone starts somewhere, especially considering that you were toying with this like 5-6 years before like any of this stuff started. But I guess like again, we'll get there.
Yeah. And then I met a friend at this I don't know what to call it, like a youth group, I guess. I used to go to, who also made music in FL, and he was making like more kind of housey stuff.
Okay.
And he ended up actually like going to DJ school and like becoming like an actual D&B producer and shit. That's what he does now.
What?
But back in the day, he was going for like I think Big Room House was big at the time, like Spinning Records shit.
Wow, you met Martin Garrix?
No, I mean like, Martin Garrix was big at the time, so that was the kind of music that he was trying to make.
Oh, gotcha.
So inadvertently, because like he's the only other person I really talked to about like producing music. That's kind of the same direction I was kind of pulled in. Even though I wasn't super really into it.
Yeah.
I was more into like, I wanted to make like dubstep type shit.
Right, real Skrillex
and
shit.
like video game, like dubstep and video game music kind of stuff is kind of what I was into at the time.
Like you ever listen to that old that like dubstep cover of like Song of Storms? I can't remember who it's by.
Yeah, no, that's a classic. That's by Ethixa.
Ethixa, yes, that's exactly who it's by.
Yeah. No, that's a classic, and I listen to a lot of video game remixes as well, and like OC Remix and like Newgrounds Audio Portal. So, yeah, and then kind of over the course of the next few years, I was making less music and listening to more mashups and stuff.
Where? SoundCloud?
Yeah, you're a SoundCloud person?
This would have been on YouTube at the time.
Okay. Who was even making mashups in that time and on YouTube?
Well, there was like the classic like Come On and Slam stuff, and like the Botanic Stage Triple Q were already like
Oh yeah,
doing shit at
the
time.
Big Q.
like Shoopfex, Nakiniko, those kinds of people. It was 2014. Let's see, Gangnam Core had come out, and I made a Gangnam Style mashup with the opening to Nisekoi, the anime. And I posted it in like Triple Q's comment section. He was like, "Yo, this is really good. You should like submit this to Gangnam Core 2 when I do it." And that was kind of how I ended up getting into mashups and like eventually SoundCloud stuff.
And what compelled you to make that when you just saw like the Gangnam Core stuff and you thought you'd throw your hat in the ring, or?
Yeah, and I was joking around with like friends and stuff, and I was like, you know, those were my interests at the time, so that's what I did together. And,
Gangnam Style and Nisekoi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I made like another one that was like Gentleman and fucking Phoenix Wright Corner theme.
Nice.
So that was really fun. I got really into that for a bit. Well, not for a bit, for a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the next like fucking 12 years.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
And then like where did like SoundCloud and then like creation of like core albums and things like that, when did that come along?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I feel like I had to have come into SoundCloud from YouTube. So probably like someone posted a mashup on there and like linked it to SoundCloud, and I went to SoundCloud and I was like, oh, there's this whole community here. I should be posting my stuff on SoundCloud, tagging it mashup and all that, like SoundClown. Which is funny because like SoundClown is kind of a derivative of like the YouTube poop scene.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the same people as well, which is very fun. But then on SoundCloud, you would have people coming in who just did like mashups with video game music, which is like, it's like those two things combining make SiIvaGunner what it was in 2016. Because now, you know, SiIvaGunner spawned its own like subculture of like remix stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was then, you know, Gangnam Core was happening. I was like, I want to make my own core album, so I made Squid Core because Splatoon was just coming out, and I really liked the music in it.
I remember hearing about that for some reason.
That's cool. A few other things were going on at the time. Kirby Mash Attack was going on by Infinity Alex.
Classic.
I think he goes by Alex Arts here now, and he just draws. Pretty good artist. And at the same time, you know, that kind of on SoundCloud is kind of where I met. Like Dante is probably one of the first people I met there.
Oh,
I actually
really?
met through Infinity Alex. Put me in contact with Dante, and Dante was making a core album as well as like Monado mashup. Or that might have been a little bit later. I don't remember exactly the timeline of that, but yeah, it was like that. And that was on Skype. That was before Discord.
Oh.
Discord didn't exist yet.
Was there just a big Skype group chat?
No, well, not with me. There were, of course, in the community, there were other bigger Skype group chats that I wasn't a part of, but I kind of had this adjacent knowledge of, like the Funno Zone and like Dad Chat and that kind of stuff.
The what?
The Funno Zone and Dad Chat. I wasn't part of it, but like a lot of people from there were also just like the SoundCloud community people.
Uh-huh.
And a few of them ended up joining Gangnam Goons. Well, Gangnam Goons was actually not the first one.
There's a server before it?
There was a server before it. Basically, I think the tweets are still up.
What?
Yeah, because like I believe it was Pinky Oats who said on Twitter like, "Hey, we should like set up a server for like all SoundCloud people."
Wow.
To get them all in one place, and then Metalik was like, "Yeah, here I make the server," and he made Mimers Sans Frontieres. That's not how you say it, but it's fucking it's French. It's not Spanish. But yeah, he made that server, and eventually, I don't know, people got sick of him or something. Made a new server. Everyone moved there.
Damn.
Then everyone was like, "That was kind of mean. Let's let him back in." And they're like, and that was Gangnam Goons, and that's where SiIva was born eventually. Well, kind of, yeah.
I had no idea there was a precursor to Gangnam Goons. That's huge.
Yeah, there was MSF, and yeah.
And to put it in perspective, what is Gangnam Goons for those people who don't know what that is?
Well, Gangnam Goons was basically just a server where we had people from like the SoundCloud like video game mashup kind of that circle, all kind of congregate and just talk, just hang.
Mm-hmm. And that eventually, like, I think I've heard that group is kind of what fueled the origins of SiIvaGunner. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what key players were in there that ended up like forming what became the channel?
What key players? That's a good question.
And I guess also you could just talk about the
'Cause
origins
I
of
feel-
SiIva here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like SiIvaGunner, it didn't start from discussion in there necessarily, because I'm pretty sure it was just me and Chaze kind of talking in DMs.
And was this YouTube DMs?
No, this was Discord at this point.
Okay, so you're on Discord by now.
Because I connected with Chaze through like Gangnam, Goons, and like MSF kind of stuff. Chaze had his own little album, like he had like a Disney Core, the Reimagicking.
Yeah.
At the time. Yeah, and we ended up clicking pretty well. And in DMs he was doing this stuff on SoundCloud. That was these Pokemon fakeouts where he would change the melody to Granddad because we were making fun of YTP for Life, who was doing Granddad stuff. Who was making fun of the Man, who was doing Granddad stuff.
Wait,
So
does that mean that YTP for Life didn't make Granddad?
Well, you could argue that YTP for Life made Granddad a meme.
Okay, wait, yeah, because that's the claim. That's the claim, is that YTP for Life made Granddad a meme.
That is the claim. But yeah, Chaze was doing these Pokemon fakeouts. I did a few things. I was doing Undertale was new at the time, so I was actually, I think I was one of the first people to really try, at least in our circles or the circles that were there at the time, to really try like doing recreations with Undertale, because I was just listening to Undertale soundtrack and I was like, oh, that's like, I recognize that sound. I have that sound font on my computer and I can just use it.
So this is like late 2015 then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chaze was doing these Pokemon fakeouts because he had the sound font for it and he had the MIDIs and all that. So he's putting Granddad names, just putting it up on SoundCloud as like leaked new Pokemon battle theme, leaked new Pokemon gym theme and stuff. And it was that. And of course, I was also doing a few of those things. We had like a collab that we did, was like leak new Metal Sonic battle or whatever. We both made a thing, and I think only my part of that ended up going on SiIva. But
Which was what?
it's just, I don't know. It's one of the early GiIva like Metal Sonic Sonic Generations rips, I think.
Interesting.
But yeah, and Chaze was like, it'd be really funny if I had a YouTube channel where I pretend to be an uploader and I put these up like as if they were the real songs. And then he did that.
Was that GiIvaSunner, or like what was that in context of what SiIva was back then?
Yeah, that was GiIvaSunner, yeah. I wonder if I could pull up the messages, because I remember at the time the actual name of like GiIva or whatever, we weren't really calling it GiIva or GiIvaSunner even. We were just calling it the Fakeout channel at the time, which is very fun to think about.
There's no name for it, I guess, back then.
Yeah, I'm just looking through my DMs with Chaze. He put leaked middle Granddad music from Granddad Granderations.
Granderation.
The description was MtH and I data mined Sonic Generations, and we found data from an upcoming DLC called Granddad Granderations. Here's the song we found.
Oh my god, that's classic.
I replied, I like the real tag.
It said real?
He tagged it real.
We could bring that back.
We absolutely could. Yeah, no, I just ended up going in DMs and being like, hey, can you put this on the Fakeout channel? And he's like, sure, what picture do you want it to switch to? Which was the meta at the time, where it would switch to a picture. That didn't last very long.
I was going to say, that must have been like maybe like 20 of them. I feel like that went away real fast.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely, I think the first rip, it's a Pika song link, so I don't fucking know what it is, but I think the first rip was probably that I submitted. Might have been the Once Upon a Time rip with the Star Wars theme.
Oh wow.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that one was like, it was like, you can put it on GiIva and also on Disney Core Reimagicking, because that was still at the time still open submissions. So.
That's exciting. And that's like a really old rip. I mean, wow.
But it's one that comes to mind like really fast.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The other one I did was the Hopes and Dreams. What was it? Route 110 or 111? I don't know. The Ruby and Sapphire one. That one's really funny because I didn't bother like ripping the MIDI for it. I just kind of did it by ear and like didn't even do the whole song. It's a funny rip, but it does switch the image to like instead of Pokemon, it says Undermon. It's like pacifist version or something. I did make that picture as well, I think.
So okay. So the channel is up, and it's just you and Chaze at this point.
Yes, and well, pretty early on, he posted it in Gangnam Goons, and people are like, "What is this? Lol, this is funny." Other people are starting to be like, "Hey, can you put something up for me?" He put something up, and that's kind of it. Kind of became a thing that took over the whole server, in a sense, where everyone was like, "Oh, this is like the thing that I want to do." Everyone's like trying to get submissions.
So the more established kind of team structure, like there was none of this at this point. It was basically just like, if you are in this in-group of friends, you have access to like send stuff to Chaze and he'll put it up for you.
Yes.
It was all informal, yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It wasn't until like 2 months later that we actually started doing anything in terms of a team. And it was even the case that like people who were on SoundCloud or on YouTube who were interested in contributing to SiIva, we didn't have a process for that, so we were just like, you can join the server. So they just ended up being in like Gangnam Goons.
So it wasn't even like a very exclusive thing. It was just if you knew about it. And
it was just like if you were pretty much. It wasn't like open invites either, but it was like if you were in the community, if you were talking to people, then they would probably be like, "Yo, do you want to join this?" or whatever.
And so I guess now, or like I guess going throughout that, like, because like now I guess you are the head manager of SiIvaGunner, and you've kind of, that title has fallen down from Chaze. I guess, well, he's still the owner, or like the founder.
It really has fallen down because the Undertale reference.
Oh, true.
No, it really kind of fell down to me. It wasn't necessarily passed down to me, I think. I mean, Chaze did say like, "Hey, if anyone were to take over, it'd be you," but like he never actually said like, "Hey, I'm giving the channel to you" or something. It was just kind of like he disappeared, and then I just kind of had to pick up the pieces because I was really the only one who could.
I mean, we to a degree, I feel like I remember we democratically voted about it. At least
we did. We voted you in.
Yeah.
Is that really how?
I think we absolutely did.
Yes.
Well, I think it was because I was like, I feel weird just kind of taking the reins. Like, what do you guys think? And everyone was like, "Yeah, no, of course you should." And I was like, "Okay, fair enough."
I remember the 2019 SiIva election.
Yeah, that was
the campaign.
No, new guy, you posted it, bro.
Did you? That's funny,
dude. That's crazy work.
What did I say? At everyone, is anyone opposed to MtH being in charge of SiIva going forward? We need someone to fill the role of Chaze used to have, being a decision maker, since shit has pretty much grinded to a halt in his activity here. Weigh in if you have a problem with it. And then everyone voted check on it.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
So new guy kind of new guy low key kind of got you to where you are.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Shout out new guy. Yeah, you paved the way.
That's so funny.
Damn, I should if I could go back in time, I would have changed this around and I would have said, is anyone opposed to me being in charge?
You would have just stepped up. I'm gonna be in charge. It's me, bro. That was crazy work.
Oh,
but yeah.
Yeah, I was very lucky that Chaze had already kind of entrusted me with a lot of authority over the channel in terms of like the actual Google account that SiIva is on was a separate email that he had that only he had access to, but also he gave me access at some point, so I was able to just like go in there and make sure that like it was secure and everything, which made it very easy to just add people as managers myself, and at that point Chaze wasn't really needed. There was only one time we ever needed to contact Chaze, and that was like when we couldn't change the phone number on the Twitter or something.
Oh yeah.
And that didn't even end up working out.
Well,
so
I think it did, because I think, well, I don't know if did he respond.
Well, it did, but like Twitter locked us up, and then we ended up like resolving it through their like support stuff and transferring to the different phone number, so we didn't actually need
Which is
Chaze
my
on
phone
that.
number.
But he did respond at the time, which was crazy. Yeah.
Wait, he did respond?
He did, but then we were like, yeah, never mind, we don't need it.
Wow, yeah, I was gonna
was
ask
crazy
you,
at the
but like,
time.
have you heard from him in years?
No.
That is crazy.
Last I heard from him was he sent me a DM on August 8th, 2019.
No way! Wow.
We're
in which he called me Toby Fox.
You are Toby Fox. That's why you're Toby Fox.
It's true. Yeah, I am Toby Fox. Well, that was another thing. Like, I was the only person really bothering to try and like recreate Undertale stuff, which is why I was Undertale specialist at the time.
Wow, that's ancient. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Did you play the game?
Yeah, very. Yeah, no, I love Undertale.
Okay.
But I was the Undertale specialist because I was the only one who was actually doing like any kind of recreation, and then other people started coming in who started getting really good at it. And now there's this whole like Undertale SoundCloud community of like people who like know everything like super well, and it's like, damn.
Yeah, there's
okay.
that. You ever see that crazy ass Google Doc that has like every song with every sound font and everything in it that you need?
Probably like the best one.
And that thing is really fun for me to look at as well, because I'll be like, oh wait, I have that sound font. I already had that like 10 years ago. That's fun.
That's crazy that you still have all your files from 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very meticulous about backing my own stuff up. I still have files from when I was like a baby.
Wow.
I still have photos. I have audio, like recordings of myself at age like 4.
Always archive your stuff.
Yeah, I don't archive shit at all. Every time I get a new computer, I just like start fresh, and then I put the old one away.
There's a rip on SiIva I have that I made in like 2014.
Which one is that?
That would be the Underground Beta Mix Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Underground Beta Mix.
I see it.
I think it's the oldest rip that I have on the channel.
This is wow. This.
I think I've gone on record to say this before.
Yeah, because you have a Q&A
somewhere
on Tumblr and
that's true.
Twitter, right?
So yeah, someone's probably asked me like, "What's the oldest rip you made?" Or something.
That's so fucking cool. This rip is older than children.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's before people were born.
I guess, is there anything else that you want to mention in regards to like SiIva adminship, like your time in SiIva or anything like that?
The story of SiIvaGunner.
Yeah, are there any holes that you think you should patch up?
Holes I should patch up?
Mr. Patch.
Mr. fucking Patch, dude. Oh my god. Classic Ice Snort video.
I guess just like how have you felt? Because I you know, as I asked right before the podcast began, like, you know, are you still making stuff? And you're like, yeah, I'm still making stuff. So I would go as far to say, as you are the person who has been actively involved with the channel for the longest amount of time.
The longest time, yeah.
I would agree with that, yeah.
So from your perspective, like, what has it been like watching the channel go from this small thing that died and then came back and then, you know, changed in 20 different ways over the course of its life, being, you know, the second person involved to being the person mainly in charge? Like, how has that all felt?
It's been really crazy for me because not only is SiIva's been a consistent part of my life through like a lot of major shit happening in my life. Like when I started, when SiIva started, I was in school. I went through like 2 other schools that I failed at, like in the course of SiIva.
Yeah.
I had like a job. I had like a whole fucking family stuff to deal with. Like, and through all of that, SiIva was just kind of there. So SiIva's been like a constant in my life for almost 10 years at this point.
Wow.
Wow.
And, you know, MagFest is a huge highlight, something I look forward to. Sadly, I don't think I'm going to be able to go next year or the next 4 years. Probably.
Why not? Yeah.
I think we know.
Because well, you know, I would love to go.
No, of course.
I'm not sure I legally can.
I apologize. I apologize on behalf of my country and all of our stupid
It's okay.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. SiIva. There's always so much going on with SiIva, and one of the things I've slowly been able to get over, but I struggled with a lot, was, you know, there's FOMO. I was having a lot of ROMO, where I was watching an event happen. I was like, damn, I wish I did something for this. And that is, I think for a lot of people, that's still very much a thing that happens in SiIva.
That's a very like common problem, I think.
Yeah. But I kind of got over it in the sense of like, you know, I decided not to do anything. Let's just fucking enjoy it, you know?
Right.
Because I can enjoy SiIva as a fan as well.
Totally.
Like, I didn't do jack shit for the April Fool's event this year, but I was watching all this fucking Puzzle of the Day rips, and I was like, hell yeah, this is awesome.
Real quick. You know, I'm still working on catching up. What was the April Fool's this year?
In-game universe. It was universe games that are in like the universes of games.
Games are in universe of fictional things, so games that are in TV shows or in games or in books.
Things that are in things.
Or in anime. You know, we had rips of Sword Art Online, but like the game that's in Sword Art Online that the anime is about.
Wait, what? Oh,
like
I
rips
get you.
of...
What's like the most iconic one? I actually don't know.
What is the most iconic one? Grand Theft Walrus?
Yeah, true.
I think actually one of the coolest things about that event, is seeing the thumbnails, because a lot of those things like are shots of the title screen of this fictional game that you didn't see in full in the show or game or whatever it's from. Like, we had to make that. I think that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you... Oh, you're saying you had to make like fake title screens for these things?
Well, I didn't, but like
People
we
did.
as SiIvaGunner did, and I think that's dope. Making thumbnails is also something I've done for a long time.
You love
for
making
SiIva,
thumbnails.
and I really like doing that. It's fun.
Why?
You get to do a little graphic design on the side. You get to put a little image in the center. I don't know.
But isn't it just like you launch the game, or you go youtube.com, you know, Luigi's Mansion 2 full playthrough, and then you 1080p, and then you take a screenshot of it?
If you're lame about it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's how I did it all the time.
No, I mean, for a lot of title screens, you can find a very, very nice shot of the title screen on TCRF usually.
What's
classic
TCRF?
The cutting room floor. It's a wiki about the game development, like leftovers and like beta versions and stuff.
Interesting.
But they usually have a little screenshot of the title screen of each game on the page, and I usually use those for reference or just grab them. But it's fun because like a lot of old games run in 4:3 or some other resolution, and SiIvaGunner uploads in 16:9. So sometimes I have to like manually expand the borders of a title screen image to like be wider, and then I think that's really fun. Sometimes I try to make something based on like the box art or something, or use website assets. I think we did for a bunch of Kirby stuff. We did that. So that's fun.
Yeah. No, thumbnail making is honestly kind of an art, because I feel like there's also, you can kind of do whatever you want with it in terms of like, yeah, you have to have the logo on somewhere, but there's some really unique thumbnails. And I think I've seen you especially like go really balls to the walls in regards to designing thumbnails.
I try to go hard as fuck. Like, especially if it's hard to come by assets for a game, I'll just be like, fuck it, I'll redraw the logo by hand or whatever.
Wow.
One of the latest thumbnails I did was N2O nitrous oxide, and I just did this, and I'm so fucking proud of this.
It is so cool. Good. Yeah, that's really good. And isn't there a joke in this?
There is a joke, actually, yes. You may see those little shapes in the background that look like circles with a little eye, that seem to be in some sort of configuration. Well, it actually spells out high quality ripping behind the logo.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Which means that if anyone happens to steal that logo from us, then we'll know.
That's true.
This does remind me of one of my favorite thumbnails that are like, I think about this interaction. I'll put it on the screen as well, but I think about this all the time. I think about it constantly.
Barack Obama is you.
Yeah. I love
And you
that.
have an entire thread on Twitter where you have joke thumbnails, right?
Yes, that's up somewhere. I also one of the thumbnails I really like doing. This one's an old one. This is 2018. Sonic the Fighters, because there was no high quality copy of this logo, so I redrew the whole thing by hand.
Wow.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We didn't cover like any kind of like art or anything like that. Have you always been like interested in doing digital art or anything like that, or did this just come by necessity as you worked on SiIva stuff?
I just kind of do everything that's creative and on a computer, really. I've dabbled in most everything, like video editing, coding, like 3D shit, music, sound design, like website shit.
Wow.
You just do it all.
I did also design the website for SGFR.
Yes.
I did also make the logo for KFAD too. Not
Yeah,
KFAD.
you've just been like really involved
Wow, I actually had no idea.
in a bunch of like dabbling.
I also did a bunch of album covers early on in SiIva as well.
So you've definitely left your mark.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that is definitely true. Kind of wish I had perfect attendance on albums, but I guess that's only reserved for the elite.
It's a reserve.
Who even are the elite?
It's just
Is there anyone who has perfect? Oh yeah, okay. No.
Huh?
No,
Well, there's one person who has perfect attendance.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
And that's Chaze until he left, I think, and
Yeah.
then Smoky Thrill from when
and
they
even
joined.
Chaze
Right.
had attendance on some albums like after he left because I think people wanted to keep him on
Mhm.
albums and wanted to keep that on.
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fun. I remember we had one that was like I remade one of Chase's rips and we credited him for it. That was fun.
But that's cool.
You wanna talk about like community stuff because you know it's a big bullet point here, and I know that that's something you've been like very involved with. I would love to talk about like your journey specifically with Friday Night Funkin' because that turned into like a whole thing for you, right?
That's true. Yeah, I was for Friday Night Funkin' stuff. How did it even come about? Actually, I'm not even sure. I guess it was I was doing some pull requests on because you know Friday Night Funkin's open source and you were able to like do pull requests on the GitHub, which means that you make some code and you're like, hey, can you put this in? This is what it does.
It's not open source anymore, is it?
It's still open source, but like the stuff that's being worked on currently is worked on like privately, and then when an update comes out, they push it out to public.
Oh, okay. So even
now, they'll still occasionally take code contributions from the public, I think, on occasion, but they have like a team of programmers that is like actually hired to work on the game, so
Wow.
they try not to do that too much. But if there's something that's just really good and they're like, yeah, we should take it and just fucking
That's
credit them.
cool.
Cool. That's cool as fuck.
Because that's how that
Yeah.
works. But yeah, back then, not too many people were doing that. So I got to help with a few things in that. I'm very nitpicky about this kind of stuff, so I was like, oh, this is some weird stuff in the charts, I can fix it. And then eventually I ended up making this whole program that converts like FL Studio patterns to
Yes.
charts.
Sniff.
Sniff, shout out Sniff. Because I wasn't very happy with the chart editor that's in game. The one they have now is very good, though. So
Is that
shout out to me as well for making BPM changes and stuff. I don't think they have that in the new chart editor though. But
is that tool that you made like how SiIva's been able to do the things they've been able to do with Friday Night Funkin' rips?
yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we were able to do it without that, but
It
that
did help
helps
a lot.
I
Yeah,
think.
it's been made easier.
For our very specific workflow. It is called SNIF, which is an acronym for SiIva Note Importer for FNF.
Sick.
And when you open it up, it's like, oh, quite pungent, my dear. It's really funny. It was really funny because sometimes I still get like a notification of someone who's like reports an issue, even though I haven't worked on the thing in many years, and it just shows a screenshot and it just says quite pungent, my dear, and I'm like,
Still pays off.
that's fucking funny. I love jokes. I love funny. I love trolling people. I love lying to people for fun.
That's the best part.
Just kidding. I don't.
You're not like working with them still? There was a brief period of time where I thought you were like working on it full time, but you're not.
I was never working on it full time, but I was like kind of was in the development server. I was like actively engaging with it for a long time, but then stuff got hard for me, like in my personal life, and I ended up kind of falling off that.
Yeah.
They would still be happy to have me back working on stuff, but I'm not actively working on stuff right now.
Gotcha.
I did do some music for the game, though. I did the pause. I did test, and I did the pause music for week 6.
Oh, that is really cool.
So, because they're in the video game, and I was like, it doesn't sound like a video game. You have one for the game over, so why not you have one for the pause? And I made it. Maybe I should do it again for Pico pause, because I don't think they have one.
Yeah.
What's Pico pause?
Because Pico is another playable character in Friday Night Funkin', and you can play as him.
Okay.
And he has a different pause song.
I don't know anything at all.
Well, it's okay.
Do you know what Newgrounds is? Do you know what Newgrounds is?
You should talk about Newgrounds.
I know what new guy is.
Oh, you are.
I love Newgrounds.
Newgrounds guy.
Dude, I love Newgrounds. If you go to my Newgrounds, which is Pikachu 000000000.newgrounds.com, you will see that I joined in 2010. So that's
Wow,
cool.
that's OG.
Wow, that is cool.
I think my YouTube has a similar creation date. I like having very OG accounts on stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
It gives you street cred.
Exactly.
And so I think also like you have an FNF mod too. Like weren't you in with was it Daddy? No, it was Founding Fathers.
Yes, Father Foundest.
And you have an Among Us mod too, right?
I made a little Among Us mod. That was just me messing around, and I was like, this sounds kind of cool, and I like it. I made it.
I've been over here asking you for things that I could look at, and you've been like, no, I don't have it. I don't have it. But you do. It's Among Us mods.
You were... Well, I did... Okay, let's go through that. I did make some mods for Among Us, because I was messing around
Yeah, you
with
put the Whitty
I
mod.
didn't release or finish any of them. I made the Whitty mod for Among Us.
That was...
classic.
What?
Remember that?
No, this is a real thing.
What's the Whitty mod for Among Us? What does it even mean?
So do you know who Whitty is?
I actually do. Thank you very much.
Okay, do you know what the Whitty mug
The
is?
Whitty mug.
I actually have the Whitty mug in my room.
I still have the Whitty mug, except it got a little broken. But that's okay. It got put back together.
Mine's fine.
You're saying Whitty mug?
Yeah, there's
like a cup.
Whitty mug.
Yes, a mug.
No, I'm not
It was
familiar
like this-
with the Whitty mug.
Okay, it's a mug with Whitty on it.
Yeah.
And we thought it was so
It was
funny.
really funny.
Where'd you get it? Where did it come from?
It was like some bootleg site that was just selling like I think it was just like a PNG of like the Friday Night Funkin' Whitty mod versus Whitty mod logo on it, and it was like pretty clearly like from Google Images, and they just like put it on a mug, and
Yeah.
I think both me and MtH bought it.
No, the Whitty mod is just what I called like my little Among Us mod that I made for like our little friend group that we had playing in the SiIvaGunner server. Just to have our like custom hats and stuff. That's like pretty much all it did, I think.
And
Oh, I
don't
see.
forget, you had every the common task was a burger on Airship.
Oh yeah, I made it so you could have burger as a common task on every map. Yeah,
What does it mean, burger?
there's a task in Among Us where you make a burger, and I was like, that was
What?
fucking funny. And it's on the Airship, and I was like, well, we should have that on every map. And yeah, we
You
did
made
that.
it so you could just do burger everywhere, and it was a common task, so you had to do it every time. That was like peak of us doing Among Us mods. And you also were
Yeah.
like gonna put in a custom task at some point. I remember you had something set up, whereas like the Whitty tasks.
Yeah, I was gonna make a task where you had to fight Whitty, but
Fuck, that would have
didn't
been
end up
cool. What
doing
the
much
hell?
with it. It would have been cool, but I didn't end up making it because I couldn't quite figure out a lot of the custom stuff because I wanted to make it not break on other mods and stuff. So
Right.
it was very hard to figure out like how other people were doing it, and like I don't know, the Among Us modding community at the time was weird. I feel like because a lot of people doing Among Us mods were doing it for YouTube videos and like not releasing them.
Yeah.
It was a weird.
Oh, they wanted their own hype clickbait shit, and then didn't want other people to actually use it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was kind of tough. We ended up using Town of Us, and then there's like a dev build that was on the Town of Us Discord that we ended up using, and that was public, fortunately. But I think it was also kind of hard.
Guys, stop putting modding resources and files on the Discord because you can't search them on Google.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know, do I have to fucking join the Discord to download the header files for Sonic? No. I don't know. I have been doing some Sonic modding recently, actually, but that's something that will be revealed in the future.
Very cool.
Oh, really? No more talking about Among Us.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I want to hear more about your thoughts on SiIva community stuff. Specifically, like I have only recently been made aware. I had no idea there were like all these fan tourneys going on.
Mm-hmm.
All like it's huge.
It is absolutely huge, especially like mashup week and stuff.
Yeah. So how tapped into all that are you?
I'm not super tapped in, but I hear about it and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And sometimes I just see it come across my feed and it like completely unrelated, and I'm like, this is like, it's so cool that this is like so far removed from SiIva, but it still follows like that fucking format.
Uh-huh.
And even like mashup week like has like a mojo and everything. It's cool.
Does it really?
It does, yeah. It's cool.
Dude.
Shout out to Snake Man who's doing K-Fed Encore, which is just a music project.
Is that
but
is that happening? Is that real still?
It is.
Yeah, that's real.
I think it will be. I think there's progress. I always hear about that. There's progress on it.
No, there is good progress.
And there's a bunch of cool arrangements.
That's crazy.
Coming out and stuff. So.
Really? Did you make anything for it?
No. But maybe I will.
I haven't made anything for it yet, but I did make the logo for it, so that's cool.
Oh, nice. So you're always on top of making KFAB logos.
I guess. I mean, I was kind of the easiest person to ask.
Yeah. But it's nice, I guess, in retrospect, how KFAD is kind of brought through time to like today, because we did KFAD and then we don't do KFAD anymore. It is a very one-off thing.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this on the panel, but I was looking for ways to like continue doing arrangements on SiIva, and that's kind of how SGFR ended up happening.
Right. How do you feel about SGFR, by the way, and how it's developed?
I'm so happy, dude.
You are?
So cool. It's so awesome.
Yeah, the recent Steam album was also just like really good.
It's just, the Steam album was so good. Bomber Tracks was so good. The Shovelware album, the Keygen shit.
I feel like you don't contribute that much to it yourself though, huh?
I don't. I was working on something for the Steam album, but I didn't end up finishing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really happy to see that, like, not just in SiIva, but even outside SiIva, like, there's a lot of very cool stuff going around.
Yeah, there's certainly very noticeable like impact of stuff the channel has done on fans and other people.
Mm-hmm. There was something I just saw this on Twitter earlier. I don't think it's necessarily SiIva inspired, but there was this series of fake Animal Crossing Wild World music that someone did.
What?
It was just original songs, and it was like presented as if there's like this like weird like creepypasta thing in the game. This was a thing that was happening over the course of like the past year. Just someone doing like original songs inspired by Wild World, and just kind of like the whole like aesthetic of like these eerie like Nintendo songs,
like Petscop.
kind of like Petscop, yeah. Which is funny because I won't go into that actually.
Wait, why? What is it? Do we not talk about Petscop?
I was gonna say like
here.
we have some roundabout connections to Petscop, but
wait, what do you mean?
the person who made Petscop was like longtime friends with like Harmony Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
So let's see here. Well, I'll just get for the next topic. I mean, like you said that you want to shout out the folks who made SiIva possible from before its inception and things like that. Like the people who made the programs that we like use almost every day to make rips and stuff like that.
Yeah, though I just kind of wanted to shout out like what is it? Brigalad, who made the original GBA Muzripper.
Riper.
Fucking Mike, who made VGM Trans, and Secro, who carries on the current fork of it that we have. People like King Shriek, Cyber Warrior X, who did a bunch of stuff back in the day for Dreamcast and Saturn. Anyone who's worked on ROM hacking tools, MIDI conversion stuff, N64 soundbank tool, all that kind of all that good stuff.
Are these people that you are in contact with?
Not at all.
Okay.
No, not at all. I just want to shout them out because we have nothing to do with most of these people.
Yeah.
But they made SiIva possible in the end, I think.
Do they know that? Have we ever heard from them at all?
Huh.
Not that I know, but probably there's been for some of the tools, because people have obviously gotten in touch with people being like, "Hey, can I fork this or make an updated version or something?" I don't know. I feel like the video game uploaders from back in the day have probably heard about SiIva at some point.
I feel like it's very hard to come across people who listen to video game music that don't know what SiIva is. And I find that increasingly.
Yeah, because they have to have been got at some point, right?
Or they just didn't know it.
Which is kind of crazy to think about, I think. And I think the only reason that we're able to survive this long is because we're not uploading stuff unedited.
Yeah, that is true.
I know there was this trend of people uploading music. I think it was there was a channel called Kirby Radio or something, and they would upload Kirby songs, but they'd call it some fucking really obscene stuff.
It was in the title. I don't know. It would be called Penis Park or something.
So it wouldn't get flagged.
That was really funny.
Yeah, that stuff was fun.
Then you also always talk about the vision that Chaze had for the channel post ending and stuff like that. I guess the idea of the channel ending, what did you always have to think about that? And also you could probably touch on. You're probably one of the people who knows probably the most about copyright and stuff like that in regards to the channel and what we are kind of doing. So
I suppose, yeah. Well, I mostly just in terms of post channel ending, the original plan that Chaze had was we end it September 30th, we come back for a Halloween special, we come back for a Christmas special, and then it's done.
Right. Were you on board with that?
I was on board with that because we kind of all agreed the bit's kind of run its course, and there's not too much that we can do with this format that's new. But then we came back for Christmas, and the CCC ended up taking longer than expected.
What?
And it's a little bit of a miscalculation there. Yeah, it was just gonna be for the 12 days of Christmas, but now it's more like the 12 years. But yeah, no, and a lot of new people actually came in during that time because we were taking so long, and it kind of revitalized the spirit of the channel, and we were we kind of don't want to end it anymore, which has affected what we want to do for CCC as well, because the original ending of the CCC was going to justify us ending the channel forever.
Right.
Spoilers. Well, I guess not spoilers, because we don't actually know yet what we're going to do, right? Or we might still end the channel. You never know.
I think we talked about this with Spaceman.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I think is this exactly what we said we couldn't put in, or
yes.
That's
no.
That's
You can put it in because
yeah,
you kept it ambiguous, but he didn't, which is. And so I was like, oh, maybe we don't want to say that. So no, you're fine.
Yeah.
But I think
but the original plan was to end the channel with the CCC, and right now it's kind of up in the air, I guess, whether we want to do that or not. But if we do,
I'm pretty
end
sure
SiIva,
we don't. Right? Is that crazy to say? I thought that.
Oh no, we absolutely
really
don't.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
No, we absolutely don't. The original plan was SiIva was just gonna die. He was gonna sacrifice himself.
Right.
I actually didn't even know that.
And
but yeah.
Me neither. Actually, that's great. Maybe that's the part we cut out. I don't know. But
We don't cut anything out. I don't know what we're talking about.
yeah, fair
We
enough.
didn't even say anything. We didn't say anything.
Didn't say
What was
anything.
there to cut out?
So you no longer feel that the channel is something that should quote unquote end.
Not at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, but I don't see how we could do that. It was interesting though what Chaze's plan was for the channel post ending.
Okay.
Like, it was gonna be, the channel ends, but like we still have, this team and this friend group and like, the people. So I think Chaze's plan was to do deluxe versions of all of the albums that we made.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like SiIva would be finished, so there would be no new rips. So we could be like, this is the final like collection of everything that fits under this album's theme. Because we've had a lot of albums that are like themed, and then later there's more rips that technically fall under that theme, but they're not on the album.
Right.
So we just wanted to kind of complete those albums in a sense. With the deluxe versions. And I think Chaze's plan after that was to turn Backroom into like a game development studio.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, that's something that he mentioned because he felt like we had the necessary like skills for it. We had artists, we had people did music, people did some coding. So he was like, we can probably do that. And people were generally kind of on board with that, but like unsure about the specifics.
Goes to show.
But yeah, that didn't end up happening.
Yeah, that.
So yeah, that's kind of that was how SiIva was originally meant to end.
Was that that idea to make a game ever kicked around? Like, so clear, the CCC 2016 clearly did not end, but then there were still a good couple of years between that happening and the great vanishing of Chaze the Chat. Was that ever something that was entertained in that 2017 to 2019 era, or was it just like since SiIva kept going, that's where all the focus was?
All the focus was on SiIva basically.
Yeah.
Chaze never really brought that up much again because even he was like, I don't want to end the channel anymore. But I mean, it was never like a concrete idea of like, oh, we want to make a game. He was just like, we can be a game development studio and we can have our own stuff that we come up with, but we never actually came up with anything in that sense. Some people in Backroom ended up making a few games. I know Cherno Blue Fairy made a fun game for
Harlem Shakeover.
Ajit Pai Harlem Shakeover. Of course, we had the whole stuff with the latest ARG, which is so cool.
So
all
fun.
the stuff we did.
Like,
oh my god, dude!
Fun stuff.
Yes, dude, I was playing fucking Flappy Noaka at MAG. It was fun. I even have. Hold on,
you got the high score. I downloaded and played that.
No. I got the. Check this shit out.
I'm waiting.
Oh wow!
You hear that shit?
I don't hear shit.
I'm always watching. I've played the soundboard.
Oh.
But yeah.
My bad. I had the soundboard turned off because it's my least favorite Discord feature that they've ever fucking added.
It's really good. By the way,
it's awful. Yeah. I downloaded and played the Undertale mod. That shit was fucking sick.
That shit was dope.
I couldn't believe how fun that was.
I never ended up beating it. I think
you didn't beat. Oh, you got to beat it. You got to. That's for gamer cred.
Yeah, you got to be able to say, "Hey, I beat Haruka."
Yeah. I think I died on the last attack, and I was like, I'll just fucking watch the video. We've already beaten it at this point.
You've seen everything.
But I'll probably go back and play that again at some point.
And you can play the Balatra mod.
Because it's really fucking good. I have been playing that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, the Balatra mod's cool.
Balatra mod's cool. There was one Joker that had like a wording on it that pissed me off.
Yeah.
Didn't match the effect of the card.
Well,
I don't remember which one it was.
That'll probably be fixed sometime in the future.
Yeah. Really?
Well, a little birdie told me.
Is it getting an update? Is it going to get
I
a
think
patch?
there is supposed to be a patch later at some point.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, sick.
Yeah, before we move on to anything else, I did still want to shout out Zophar's domain.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Zophar's domain has been incredible for SiIva because they have video game soundtracks, not only with like MP3 versions, but also like extracted versions of the game's music that you can run in an emulator or like a similar like VGM player, which is usually compatible with stuff like VGM Trans for us.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. Also, it has a random game feature, and that's really fun because you can just click on it and just get a random game, and you'll be like, "Sure, I'll rip that."
Yeah, there has been random Zophar
Wait,
challenges.
That's fun. Wait, I didn't know about that.
I have that shit. I have like a bookmark pinned on my bookmark bar for random Zophars and also random Kingdom Hearts Insider.
Wait, I want to do that. You just there's a random game.
Yeah. But
It gave me Golden Axe on the Commodore 64.
Well, have fun.
Exactly. Here, click it right now. What do you get?
Let's see. I got Castlevania Loads of Shadow Mirror of Fate for the 3DS.
Wow.
I got Langrisser Reincarnation Tensei for
Yeah,
the
I will be
3DS.
expecting a rip of that, and we can put it when the episode goes up.
Let me
Dude,
listen.
wait, we should do that. We should all rip the games we just got and then upload them on the day that this episode
Yep.
goes up. Golden Axe for the Commodore 64.
I don't know about that.
Have fun.
I'll make a mashup. I could do
Yeah,
it.
pull out the Rizzlerverse
Just make a
yet again.
Just make
I
a
could probably
mashup,
do
MTH.
this.
You got it.
Just melody swap it. Trust. Use
Okay, I'll write it down. I'll write it down. No promises though. I really like. One of the things I really enjoy about ripping is getting like a little peek into the process of making these songs, right? And like how video game music works in general, how the files are stored, how the instruments are arranged and stuff. And so likewise, I also really like hearing behind the scenes stuff about people who do rips and mashups and that kind of stuff. If you also like hearing this, you can send me a Tumblr ask. You can reach out to me on Twitter and ask for behind the scenes stuff on my rips because I really like sharing it, and I might in the future set up a website where I give like a little bit of behind the scenes commentary on every rip because I
That's
do want to
fucking
have.
sick. What?
Because one thing I used to have notes on my rips playlist on YouTube, with like a little bit of like, oh, I collab with this person, or like, oh, I did this on this collab or whatever. But since YouTube removed playlist notes, I've kind of always been meaning to make like a page on my website for it. And I figured if I'm going to do that, I might as well like write a little bit more about each rip. So that might be coming in the future.
Yeah,
That might be coming in the
'cause
future.
story behind like every rip, and I think that's a really cool aspect of ripping.
So look out for that if I do that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, but I would like to. And in the meantime, you can find my stuff in terms of behind the scenes stuff on like
And
Twitter
I'll
or
I'll
Tumblr
throw
or
the
whatever.
I'll throw the links to both of those in the description below.
Of course. And you're always welcome to send me an anonymous ask on Tumblr, asking about like, oh, how did you do this, or like, why did you make this rip, or like what inspired this, or whatever.
There's always good
'Cause I
stuff
love
to talk
talking
about
about
in
it.
terms of ripping. But yeah,
I mean, I clearly agree. Got a whole podcast about it.
Really, what is it?
you should listen to it. It's
I didn't
actually
know about
good.
that.
Beats
It's
me.
pretty good. That's actually like a
Okay,
pretty
that's
good
cool.
wrapping up point. Do you have anything else? Because I guess you just plugged your. Do you have any other socials that you'd like to plug, or anything that you'd like to?
Everything I do, I keep it on. I have everything linked on my website, which is just mth.moe. 6 letters.
That's MOE. Yeah.
MOE. Yeah.
For those who don't know.
For those who don't
know, eh?
I post original music on Newgrounds and
Also on
SoundCloud from
YouTube.
time to time. Also on YouTube.
Check out my funny rave and drip
check out
camp
my
sets that I
funny
have
rave
up
and
if you wanna
drip
hear
camp
more
sets that I have.
of
Up
that
if
kind
you
of
want to hear
stuff.
more
Want to hear my
of that
rips?
kind of stuff.
Check out my rips playlist
Want to hear my rips?
on YouTube.
Check out my rips playlist on YouTube. Yeah, that's about it for that.
Wonderful.
All right.
Um,
Well, you want to end it off?
you know what? You can do it this time. You're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks, man. All right. Well, this has been the High Quality Podcast, signing off. I'm RH-Man, and that's New Guy, and we'll be seeing you.
You forgot to. You have to say. You have to thank them.
And thank you for watching.
And have a good day.
And have a good one.
Goodbye.
$7 grand.
Goodbye.